email, okay, or text messaging and Instagram and all that. We had a thing called mail. And you had to wait for it to get there. And sometimes it would take 2 or 3 days. And she used to mail a letter to me, and I'd mail her a letter back once a week. And every time she mailed me a letter, and I got it, I just threw it in the trash can, right? I just threw it on my desk and said, I'll get to it later, right? No. She loved me, I thought. And I loved her, I thought. And I read it as soon as it came home. Mom would say, Liz's letter's upstairs. I'd run upstairs, open it up, and I'd read it. And I'd try to figure out, what does she mean by this? And I would take it and show it to other people and say, she said this, what do you think she means? I wanted to know what she had to say because I loved her. God has written His word for you. He loves you. He wants to take care of you. Does it just sit in your room? I know for a fact there are people sitting here have not read their Bible in years. In years. If you love Him, you'll read it. If you're a good friend of Jesus, you'll read what He wrote for you because He loves you. He wants to take care of you. You know, when I have a friend, I like to go to their house, especially if they have food. But I like to go to their house. I like to have fellowship with them. What kind of... Do you call somebody your friend and you never call them on the phone? You never text them? But you say, that's my friend? Is that really a friend? No. If you are somebody's friend, you want to spend time with them. I know there's people in this room right now who haven't been to church in a long, long time. We don't go to God's house. We don't go to Jesus' house. What kind of friend are you? What's your story about your friendship with Jesus? We have to remember that Jesus will never betray us. He'll never hurt us. The only question is, what kind of friend am I to Jesus? Are you a good friend to Jesus, or do you betray Him for being popular or being a part of a group? Do you betray Him because you don't want to be made fun of? Do you betray Him because you just want to live your life? You know, He wants to be a part of that life. He does. And people get involved in drugs and alcohol and women and men, and they get in so many troubles because they betray the one that loves them. One last thing. We act like that Jesus doesn't have any feelings. We act like He has no feelings. Do you know that when you betray Him, it hurts Him? It hurts Him. It hurts His feelings. He has so many hopes for you. He has so many dreams for you. He wants to see you be something and someone. But when you go your own way and you betray Him, it crushes Him. It doesn't mean He still doesn't love you. He'll always love you. It doesn't mean He won't forgive you. And tonight, if you betrayed Him, He'll forgive you and He'll be as close to you as you want to be. And it doesn't mean He doesn't want peace for you. It's you that have left Him. What is your story about your friendship with Jesus? If you say, Jesus and I are great, good. But if you say, hey, I could read His word more. Hey, I could go to church more. Hey, I have stabbed him in the back and picked other things of this world. Because remember it says, if you choose the world over Jesus, it's like you're an enemy to Him. And just like David and I, When we got home, he was no longer my friend. There was a problem. He hurt me bad. He stabbed me in the back. What is your story, your friendship with Jesus? Every head bowed, every eyes closed.
Counselors, please go to the back.